You're watching the Livewell, brought to you by Rapala.
Hey, welcome to the Livewell presented by Rapala. This time we're taking a look at the next stop on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Stop number 5, the Guaranteed Bassmaster Elite at legendary Lake Fork. Tommy Sanders, Ronnie Moore. Now, Ronnie, let's look back at the last 2 years. 2 years ago, it was Brandon Cobb, 114 pounds to win this thing. The next year, last year, the field couldn't get much over 75 pounds except for one angler, Patrick Walters, who put the biggest margin of victory ever on the field in the history of the Bassmaster. Which fishery are we going to this time? I guess it's a long way of asking that question.
It's obviously going to be more similar to Brandon Cobb's because of the time of the year. I think that was early May. This is late April. The season's going to be very similar, but the weights and the baits that factored should be very similar as well to both years. We've seen obviously a jerkbait factor. That's been something that Brandon Cobb used for the early post-spawn. People always say, hey, pre-spawn is just a jerkbait time of year. No, that's not the case. Brandon Cobb showed that. We also saw Patrick Walters utilize that with his forward-facing sonar. But, Tommy, we should still see those bedding fish and some topwater stuff as well.
All right. Is it going to be any of those suspended fish out in the standing timber this time around? I mean, that one made it kind of a snoozer on the final day.
You know how the weather's been in Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas with the really harsh winter, a lot of snow uncharacteristically. I feel like it set a lot of those fish back. And then they all flooded the banks with the warm weather at the same time. So we're going to have a lot more shallow fish, maybe some fish that have already spawned going out deeper, but we should definitely see some of those fish ready to eat topwater. So there's going to be a couple different topwaters that you'll factor. You can have some of those popar style, you know, the Arashi pops and some of those shad spawn baits like that, but then you'll see some of the guys getting up close and personal, some of the grass, some of the wood structures with the popping frogs and the walking frogs like this Terminator walking frog. Those are the great bites that we want to see on Bassmaster Live, and we're going to be able to see them. And Tommy, 114 pounds to win for Brandon Cobb. It might be even more than that this time.
All right, that sounds good. All right, beware of those guys, as our colleague said, dobbing up shallow this time around at Lake Fork. The Guaranteed Rate Bassmaster Elite at Lake Fork, April 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Coverage right here on Bassmaster.com. Also Bassmaster Live on Saturday and Sunday on Fox Sports 1 and the Fox Sports app. Thank you for watching the Livewell.